what have I been doing for the last 4 years? I haven't been on television for 4 years. People say, what have I been doing? I actually retired. I still am retired. But to keep myself during my retirement in a manner to which I'm accustomed to, I have to work. It's a kind of Irish retirement. People say, what have I been doing over the last 4 years? Well, according to statisticians, over the last 4 years, as an average person, I sleep an average of 8 hours every night. Now, 8 hours over a period of 4 years, that's 16 months. Cooking and eating takes up 3 hours every day, so that's 6 months. Telephoning people 3 hours a day, that's another 6 months. According to statisticians, as a city dweller, I probably spend 3 hours every day slowly maneuvering through traffic jams. So there's another 3 months. Time spent bathing over a 4-year period is 2 months. Shaving is another 2 months. Time spent on the lavatory, 3 months. Not all in one go. So that means I get up in the morning, shave, go to the kitchen, eat, make a few phone calls, get in a traffic jam, come home, have a crap and go to bed. What else has changed over the last 4 years? I've changed. I'm 4 years older. I don't actually... Some people do object to getting old. I don't. Not when you consider the alternative. It really is. I mean, it really is my ambition just to get old. I just want to get old. I just want to get older and older and older and older. I actually want to get my telegram from the Queen and keep going. It's my ambition to be able to look back on my old age. And in this aging process, as we age, we all have a kind of a totally different attitude to what we would call life expectancy, the years in life expectancy. I mean, when you're in your teens, aging has got nothing to do with you. Aging has got to do with other people, old people. Old people get aged. And then when you're 20, you kind of think, if I live to be 40, I'll be happy. 40 to 20-year-old is ancient. Decay. Christ, I'd rather be dead than 40. And then when you're 30, you're thinking, geez, at 40? Surely I'm entitled to live a few more years than 40. How about 55? Go on, how about 55? Give me 55. I'll be happy with 55. You get to 55, 75, 75! You get to 75, you think, shit, 76, please God, 76! Then when you're 83, it makes no difference because you've gone. You're into a second childhood thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to be an engine driver. And then there's all those arseholes. You ever come across those arseholes who say things like, I never want to be old. I don't want to grow old. They're always around kind of 30, 33 years of age. I never want to grow old. I never want to reach a situation where I'm totally helpless, incapable of taking care of myself. Totally dependent on other people. I don't want to reach that stage. I'd kill myself first. Crap. Because by the time they get to that point, they're a bit gaga. They know they want to kill somebody, but they can't remember who it is. Not only in the aging process, interesting. Not only psychologically, what actually happens as we age, we ourselves age, we tend to protect ourselves from the aging process by seeing ourselves in a different age. And this happens to us all. We all see ourselves in the age where we feel most suited. I walk down the road, I think to myself, maybe 30. That's how I think, 30. I'm going down the road swinging, 30 years old. That's how I see myself. And then I see myself reflected in the shop window. And there's a moment of recognition, and I think, who's that old bastard over there? And one of the surest telltale signs of aging is your skin. Your skin losing what is called the elasticity of the skin, the stretch. When you're young, you have a tight-fitting skin. As you get older, it gets looser. Do you remember as a child? Do you remember as a child pulling the skin on the back of your hand? You pull it like that. Pull it right. Let it go. Whack! Straight back. I do that now, look. bloody seconds. It's happening all over the body. It's like some great gravitational pull is on me. Everything's beginning to sag, everything. The eyes sag, the jowls, the boobs, the belly, the bum, the bloody kneecaps. It's all drooping. It's happening to us all. What is actually happening is your skin is losing its elasticity. That's what's actually happening. Skin actually is quite an interesting subject. Do you know that we all shed skin? Do you know that? Do you know that we shed skin? Each and every one of us, every man, woman, and child in the world shed skin. Over an hour, each and every one of us shed something like 10,000 minute scales of skin. Over a 3-day period, we shed one total layer of skin. This is fact. This is not makeup. This is fact. Do you know that something like 90% of the dust in the world is made up from dead human skin? How do you feel about that? You think you're dusting your house. You're not. You're just moving your grandmother around. The orifice of my face. And there are other things in the aging process. Is that your eyes start to change. They suddenly go. You don't realize, that's extraordinary, you don't realize it's your eyesight. I actually thought it was something to do with my arms. I mean, I pick up a book, and I go... So I went to see an optician, and he explained, in that knowledgeable way that they all have, arseholes. Well, it's just a natural change. It's your body evolving. It's nature's way of protecting you. What the hell is that about? Why do you need to see things that are further away when you're old? Surely you need to see the things that are bloody nearer to you. Like the steps. Curves. Other pedestrian, lampposts. I can see the bus at 300 yards. I can't find a bus stop. I went to see this optician. Hey, I got my glasses. I got my first pair of glasses. Do you know the most amazing thing about getting your first pair of glasses? As soon as you get these glasses, your bloody memory goes. I put my glasses on, take them off in this second. I have no idea where they are. I'm walking around like a dickhead thinking, where are my glasses? I actually spent half of my life, my diminishing years, looking for bloody glasses. I write myself little notes now. Your glasses are on the mantel shelf. I find a note, I can't read it, I've got no bloody glasses. My children who are caring, concerned, loving children have lost all patience with me. When I'm looking for my glasses, I'm groping around like an idiot. Whimpering like a fool. You see my glasses? Oh, for Christ's sake, Daddy! You geriatric old fart! But they're right in front of you, right under your nose. Can't you see them? If I could bloody see them, I wouldn't need them. What I do now is when I take them off, I put them far away so I can see them. Amazing. The optician, he said to me, he said, well, how about contact lenses? I can't even find the big bastards. How would I find those little? The amazing thing about contact lenses, I tried them. I mean, they have this kind of panache for soup. They love soup. You have contact lenses and a bowl of soup, they leap out of your eye. And you'll never say, excuse me, I've lost my contact lens in the soup. You go through the whole thing, you go. You're sitting opposite somebody who's thinking, what sort of a wanker is that? You ever see people who lose their contact? They look like Hitler. They go, ooh. The sad thing, in many ways, too, about the aging process is a memory. And how pompous in youth we are about memory. I remember years ago, every Christmas, we would have kind of relatives, ancient relatives, that holy spirit of Christmas and peace on earth and goodwill to everybody. We used to invite all these kind of idiot aunts that we had, grandmothers. And they all used to sit around. And they all talk. And they'd watch television or something like that. And there'd be some very interesting movie on. And they just talk the whole way through it. They talk about it, but they never knew what they were talking about. You know, yes, yes, she was in that, oh, yes, she was, yeah. Wasn't she married? Yes, that was before she went off with the other one. I'm sitting thinking, you old geriatrics, what the hell are you talking about? No, it's me. Now I'm sitting in my own house with my children, I'm going, wasn't he in, that... Memory is an extraordinary thing, memory. I mean, quite recently, an example of loss of memory. Within split seconds. I'm in my house. I'm downstairs in my house. There's something that I want, which is upstairs. I know what it is, and I know exactly where it is upstairs. And I leave the sitting room, I walk across the corridor, go 3 steps up the stairs, and now I have no idea what it is I'm looking for. So I think, well, reason this through. Don't go up and look for something you don't know what you're looking for. Sit down on the stairs, work your way back to the point when you thought what it was you wanted. In 2 minutes, I have no bloody idea whether I was upstairs coming down or down. Do you actually know the most stressful place for the average person? Is the home. You'd actually think, in reality, that the home is the one place where you're safe from the tribulations of life. But it's the opposite. All even kind of petty incidents take on their own life in their own home. Now, I had 2 brothers who snored. Now, if people don't know about snoring, that's okay. But anybody who knows and lives with a snorer knows exactly how stressful it is. It is extraordinary. Extraordinary thing about snorers never have any trouble going to sleep. There is no such thing as an insomniac snorer. They get into bed, good night, gone. Now, it takes me probably 30 or 40 minutes to go to sleep. Always has. So, as far as my 2 brothers were concerned, we used to share the same room. I would go to bed an hour or an hour and a half earlier than the other 2 to try and get to sleep before they came up the room. And I'd be up there half an hour and I'd still be awake and everything. Because I've only got an hour. Oh, shit, it's 42 minutes. Oh, 18. Oh, my goodness Christ. 7. Oh, shit, they're on the stairs. There's another night gone. And they'd arrive in, and gone. Now, the 2 of them didn't snore the same. This is the only thing. Didn't snore. Brother Peter had a snore like, because old people are individual and snore. He had a... And to listen to that, Jesus, all night. And I'd shove him at the time, and he'd go. And I mean, you start to play games with it. I used to cut out bits of paper and lick them and stick them to his lips. And he'd go, and they'd all go, oh. And then he'd go, I used to get bath bubbles and rub it all around his mouth, hoping that a great balloon would come out one day, and he'd disappear out the window. Would have been lovely. John, my other brother, had what I would call a long single snore. He would start. And then it would stop. And you would expect a gush of air to come out. Nothing. Not a sound. Within 2 seconds, he'd start again. I think he had a leak in his arse. I don't know what it was.